Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This time we're doing part 3 of my complete Blu-ray 4K collection. This time we're going to be getting into, this is going to be all box sets. Basically, these aren't all my box sets. I think I've already shown off a few in my part 1 and part 2. But these are just ones I have kind of on top of my shelf, kind of like in a row. They're not mixed in with all the other movies. There's not really any rhyme or reason to what ones I specifically decided to display on top of my shelf. Just kind of put them up there, and it looked okay. So I was like, all right, we'll do this. So yeah, let's just get into these. So the first one I have is Taken, the 3-movie collection. I think I got this for like $15 or something, but this was, I think, like pretty shortly after the 3rd movie came out. So they are all on their own discs, which I do love. I actually like all 3 of these movies. It also came with the digital, which is nice. Yeah, I like all 3 of these. The first one is the best. I think I might actually like 3 more than 2. I don't know. The directing in 2 and 3 is definitely worse, but I still enjoy them. So, yeah. Alright. And then next up is Rocky, the Undisputed Collection, which is Rocky, well, basically all the Rockies. Rocky all the way up to Rocky Balboa. I'll just show these. But then they're also all on separate discs, which is nice. And a bonus disc. Rocky movies, I pretty much like them all. I used to like 5 a lot more when I was younger. Recently, having went through the Rocky movies again a couple times since I was a kid. Definitely don't dislike it as much as a lot of people, but I think it's definitely the worst out of all 6 of them. So yeah. All the other ones are pretty much, I think 5 is my least favorite. Then it would probably go 3. Then, I don't know, the rest are all kind of even, to be honest. Then we have the Bourne Classified Collection. I don't remember where I got this from. It might have been Best Buy, I don't remember. Or Amazon, I can't remember. But, yeah, I actually really like this collection. Comes in... I actually like these... Well, actually, I do and I don't. I like the concept. Like, I like the book thing and, like, the pages. The only thing I don't like is having to slide them out. I don't like that for discs. But with Blu-ray discs, it's so hard to scratch a Blu-ray disc, so yeah. And especially if I'm not watching these, like, 20 times a year, like, I don't think it's really going to be a problem. But in terms of, besides that, I really do like this packaging. So yeah, you have all the first 4 Bourne movies, and then they even did Jason Bourne. It says, Matt Damon returns to his most iconic role in Jason Bourne, the next chapter of the Bourne franchise, which finds the CIA's most lethal former operative drawn out of the shadows. I thought I was actually going to say something about... Basically, it's a spot to put the movie when it comes out. This is literally just cardboard, which is kind of weird, because why would you buy the movie, take it out of its case, and put it in here? That's just kind of weird. Unless you can, like, just order the disc. It's just weird. Also a bonus disc. It's a lot of special features. I have actually watched a lot of the Bourne special features. They're pretty good. I have yet to see the 4th movie, or the 5th movie for that matter. The first 3 are all excellent. The 3rd one is just amazing. It's actually up there with my favorite movies of all time. Alrighty. Next up, what do we have? The Dark Knight Trilogy. One of the best trilogies ever made. I used to... It's weird, because as a kid... Here, let me open it up, and I'll just talk as I go. So you get this cool booklet, The Dark Knight Trilogy, Art and Making of. That's a cool little thing. It's kind of just art and descriptions of things. And then you open it up, get this pamphlet, open it up. So, Batman Begins only has 1 disc, which is the movie and special features. Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises both have 2 discs. One is just the movie. I think the second one is special features. So yeah. I used to, not that I didn't like it, but I used to not, I don't even want to say disregard. I had weird feelings about Batman Begins when it first came out. It's weird because I don't really remember because I was quite young when it first came out. So I can't remember my exact thoughts. I just remember not really understanding because it was so different from, because I grew up on like Batman, the original Michael Keaton ones, but I really grew up on like Batman Forever. I watched a lot as a kid, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin, yes I know. But like Batman Forever was kind of my image of Batman, and like I watched Batman Returns too a lot. I don't think I really watched the first one too much. I think it was Batman Returns and Batman Forever a lot, and then Batman and Robin mixed in there. So when Batman Begins came out, I was just kind of, as a kid anyways, I was like, this is so different. And I just remember, I think I probably watched it like once or twice. I remember owning the DVD, or my dad got me the DVD because I love Batman, and I just kind of watched it once or twice and then kind of forgot about it, to be honest. But then The Dark Knight came out, and I don't really remember watching that. Like, I can't remember it coming out, to be honest. Like, I don't remember like hyped up for it or trailers. Then again, I was like probably like 10 years old when it came out, but like I don't remember. It's weird because I don't remember The Dark Knight coming out, but I distinctly remember The Dark Knight Rises coming out. I think because in between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises is when I kind of really got into more of the behind the scenes of movies and like waiting for trailers to come out. And also the internet was kind of getting a lot, like the internet in 2005 I think is when Batman Begins came out, compared to the internet in 2008, which I think is Dark Knight, and then 2012 is Dark Knight Rises. Anyways, I don't want to go on a super long rant about, or not rant, but tangent on these. So I'll just leave it at that. You guys get the point I'm making. But Dark Knight, one of the best comic book movies ever made. The Dark Knight Rises definitely has problems. I remember loving it when I watched it in the theaters. The more I watch it, the more its problems kind of show or are more apparent. I still really like it. It's like an excellent film. It's just, I used to put Batman Begins as lowest, and then Dark Knight Rises, and then The Dark Knight was the best. These days, I kind of go back and forth which one I think is bottom out of the three, Batman Begins or The Dark Knight Rises. Kind of go back and forth. I really need to. I haven't sat down and watched all three in a little bit, so I need to do that again. Next up, this is still sealed. Oh, this is actually a TV show. I think this is the only TV show out of these box sets. I usually have my TV shows in a different spot, so which we'll get to those. Stranger Things, complete season 1. The only reason I got this is it was at Target on sale for like, I think it was less than $10, and it is the Blu-ray plus DVD set and collectible poster. I think it might have been like $5 actually. So yeah, it's kind of made it look like a VHS. It's still sealed because I can just watch it on Netflix. And I've already seen season 1, and I haven't really had an urge to rewatch it. And if I did, I have Netflix. So yeah, don't know how much longer I'm gonna have Netflix. I'm thinking about kind of cutting back on a lot of the streaming. But anywho, I've only seen the first season. And, I've seen like 3 or 4 episodes of the second season because I was watching it with someone, and then we kind of he fell off, and I was like, well, I'll finish it on my own at some point. Never did. So next up, we have the Alien Quadrilogy. I've never seen an Alien movie. Yes, I know. But that is one of the things I really want to do for the reaction channel. Which, if you don't know, I have a reaction channel, Pack Attack Reactions. I don't upload that frequently as of now, but I plan 2022 is kind of the year where I want to get that channel rolling a bit more. And then on this channel, I will be posting, which this has like been at the top of my list for a while, is the Predator, because I've never seen a Predator movie. I've seen Predators with Adrian Brody. That's the only Predators movie I've seen, but I haven't seen that since it came out, or around when it came out. But other than that, I've not seen any of these movies. Obviously from pop culture, I know a lot of stuff. I've seen scenes here or there, like, I know things, or just as a kid, it being on TV, I've probably seen bits and pieces. But I've never sat down and watched them, so I'm ready to get into these, and I'm going to probably post the watch-alongs on this channel, and then depending on reception or just how much time I have, I will be posting the reaction highlights on the reaction channel. But I'll just keep I'll definitely do watch-alongs for all the movies on this channel. I just don't know if I'm going to do highlights for all of them. It just depends. Next up, we have the Omen collection. So, this collection kind of annoys me a little bit. Well, one, I think I bought it because it was cheap. I also have not seen any of these movies, so I can't comment on them. But I think it was like $10 at Best Buy, was it? Or maybe it was on Amazon, I can't remember. I think it was like $10 or $12 on sale. So I picked it up. But I later got the DVD set from Disc Replay that for a decent price. And the main reason I bought that is because it has the Omen 4 in it, which for some reason, this does not have the Omen 4, even though it's the Omen collection. I don't know if it's a different studio, different rights, or what the issue is. Here, I'll open it. So yeah, so you get the Omen here, the Omen 2, Omen 3, and the remake, but no Omen 4, which is weird. So I know there's another Omen set that came out that has all four. Oh, I guess I could have just did that. They're all in the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 in the remake. So yeah, I can't really comment on these. This is another series. I don't know if this will be worth reacting to or not, but let me know if you guys want to see that. Next up, we have the Jurassic Park collection. I have not. By the way, you're going to see a lot of these sets that aren't complete to current standards, just because I haven't updated my Blu-ray sets in a while, or because honestly, I don't really buy too many expensive. I usually just what am I trying to say? Expensive Blu-rays anymore. Well, I don't. What am I trying to say? I'm stumbling over my words here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I usually just most of my Blu-rays are from thrift shops, or like if I see something like in a bargain bin at Walmart or something like that. I tend not to spend more than like, I don't know, like a certain amount of money. So I'm not like, splurging on the new Jurassic Park set when I already have. I believe this is the original 3 and Jurassic World, and then I own Jurassic World 2. I forget what it's called on DVD. So I'm not gonna, buy a whole new set just to upgrade one movie to Blu-ray. So yeah, this did have a J card, I believe. I don't know what happened to it. Welcome to Jurassic Park. This is another one. I like these, except for obviously the discs. But usually with Blu-rays, it's not a problem. So actually, we have Jurassic Park 3D, Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic World, and Jurassic World 3D. So yeah, I like all of these. I haven't seen them all in a while, but I do like them all, so I can't really comment. I believe the first one is the best. I need to give them another watch, but I remember liking them all. I remember liking 3 quite a bit. And honestly, I think I've only seen Jurassic World once, but I remember liking it. I don't really remember too much about it, though. I still haven't seen. I have it on DVD because I think I got it on Black Friday, but I haven't seen Jurassic World 2 yet. I know the third one's coming out. Next up, we have Harry Potter: The Complete 8-Film Collection. Now, I remember specifically. I can't remember why, but I remember specifically picking this set over, or the UK set over the American set. I can't remember the reasons. But at the time I did the research, this was like, definitely got to get this one over the other one. So yeah, I'll take these out. So we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and these all are on separate discs. So the other one's back behind there. We got Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I'm not going to open up all these, but maybe I will. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And then Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, which I believe this one has bonus discs. Yeah, this has a special features disc for each movie, as well as the main feature Blu-ray. I grew up with this series. I adore this series. Yeah, it sucks what's happening with J.K. Rowling, but it's not going to stop me from, because literally, like, well, first of all, I bought this set before any of that happened. So me watching these, continuing to watch these, even if I give Harry Potter franchise money, which I probably will because I want to see the new Fantastic Beasts. Even if I give them money, it's not going to change anything. So, and she's kind of removed from. I don't want to talk about too much about this, but she's kind of removed from Harry Potter at this point, anyways. I don't know how much more involvement she's going to have, especially in the movies. I mean, obviously some if they keep it going or especially if they bring back Harry Potter. But yeah, it's a shame, but I'm not gonna let it take away, because I feel like the joy that Harry Potter gave everyone and so many people, it probably saved so many people's lives. You know, even just with the fandom itself and the movies themselves, how much joy these movies brought people is hopefully way more joy than she's taken away from people. And I feel like it's good to continue that. Next up we have Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. This set is glorious. All three of these movies are fantastic. But yeah, it opens up nice and gold. I'll take out the Blu-rays just to show y'all. So we have, in black Blu-ray cases, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Extended. This is 2 discs for the Blu-ray, and then disc 3 DVD, The Appendices Part 1 from Book to Vision, DVD, The Appendices Part 2 from Vision to Reality, and another DVD of behind-the-scenes material. So it has 3 discs of special features, and then 2 discs for the movie, because you do have to switch it out, which is kind of weird. Yeah, this is like a little cool pamphlet. I might do a separate video showing off these collections more in depth, although I kind of just did, so maybe I won't. But and then we have Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Also two discs for the movie, and then 3 discs of special features. And then The Return of the King. This movie is just an epic piece of filmmaking. One of the best movies ever made. Same thing, 2 discs for the movie, 3 discs for behind the scenes. All right, let's get this back in there. You know, I thought this was going to be a shorter video because I'm just showing off these box sets, but what do you know? It's probably going to be about the same length as the other parts. This will probably be like a 10-part series just for the Blu-rays and 4K, and then it'll probably be like another 10 parts for the DVDs. Next up, we have Fast and Furious 6 movie collection. I do have an unboxing for this on the channel, I believe. So we'll take this out. This is the first 6 movies. So we have 1 through 3, 4 through 6. They all are on separate discs, which is nice, and their digital codes was also nice, because these, especially, like, this is what I love about digital codes, because these are movies you kind of just throw on. Don't really got to put the Blu-ray in, just go on my Vudu or whatever, Movies Anywhere, Amazon Prime, whatever, and just pop them on. Don't need to put the disc in, just to have something on, or, you know, yeah. Oh, usually I tell you guys my thoughts on the movies. 1 is good. 2 is... I don't know if 2 is really a good movie. It's probably the worst made movie, but I grew up on it. I've watched it so many times. It's just kind of part of my childhood, so I love it in that way. Tokyo Drift I actually think is underrated. A lot of people don't like that one. I think it's quite good. Some of the acting's a bit iffy, but the 4th one is... I used to like the 4th one a lot. The 4th one's kind of dropped a bit. It's still a good movie, but it's... I don't know. It's not great. And then Fast 5 is probably one of the best ones in the whole franchise. And then 6 was also very good. So there you go. Then we have Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. Not anymore, because there's a 5th one. And there's also the TV show and Young Indy and all that stuff. So yeah, another one of these with these sets. I kind of wish if you could just put them all on my shelf like this, like books. That'd be kind of cool. But so Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have not seen any of these movies in a while. I think I watched the first one a few years ago, But other than that, I have not seen all these in like 10 years. Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and bonus features. And this is going to be the thing at the end with the years. Sort of. So yeah, Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. Yeah, I don't really remember my. I know I like them all. Even the fourth one I like. It's definitely the worst one probably, but I still enjoy it. But in my head, it's kind of a little bit hard to differentiate all these movies, especially the first three. Like I remember, because I know like Sean Connery's in the third one. Second one's obviously the Temple of Doom stuff. First one's, the Desert Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of stuff. But beyond that, like differentiating them, because unlike say Harry Potter or even Jurassic Park or stuff like that, or like Fast and Furious, I did not really watch these a ton as a kid. So yeah, they're not ingrained in my memory as much. Last but not least, we have Shrek: The Whole Story. This is actually one of the first box sets I received, or I got as a kid. I mean, I wasn't really a kid when I got this, but it was as a teenager. Yeah, I actually really like this box set because you get 4 separate cases, which is cool. So we have Shrek, fantastic movie, love it. Shrek 2, also fantastic. Shrek 3, underrated sequel in my opinion. I really enjoyed this one as well. And then Shrek Forever After. I think I saw Shrek 2 in theaters. I vaguely remember that. And then Shrek Forever After I definitely saw in theaters. Yeah. 4 is probably... I don't know if I like 3 or 4 more. I feel like the first... Because 3 was still in that era of me kind of being a teenager, kid, whatever you want to call it. So this has a little bit more nostalgia. And I also just think it's a good movie. Where this one came out kind of right after that point where I kind of stopped... Obviously not stopped watching these kind of movies, but like just kind of got out of that whole thing. So this one is probably the least nostalgic for me, if that makes sense. But as a movie, I feel like it's probably on par with 3, movie-wise, like quality of the movie. But I just hold 3 a little bit higher because of nostalgia. That, and with 4, I'm not a huge fan of the whole... I feel like it doesn't necessarily further the story that much, like the second or third one does, because it's no spoilers, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for my part 3 of my Blu-ray and 4K collection. It's kind of just going over a bunch of my box sets. I do still have a few more box sets, and I have movies everywhere. I'm trying to kind of pare down my collection a bit, which I might be doing some of those videos in the future, kind of downsizing a bit. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these box sets, mainly just a lot of single Blu-rays, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys would be interested in watch-alongs or reactions for like the Alien or the Omen movies, or really any movie I say that I've never seen or movie series I've never seen. Let me know your thoughts on it, and if it's worth watching, 2, if it's worth reacting to. Obviously no spoilers. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.